A punch for a punch.
Let's fight to our heart's content!
The ocean is not just our home. It is who we are.
Who says a dragon tamer can't be graceful?
Sancho.
Remember this day, when justice reclaimed its throne!
I didn't cure the pain. I harness it.
Sir, what's your command?
Permission to come aboard, Captain! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da!
Watch out, Leo. Mother Universe needs you. There is no good and evil. I don't mind leading the pack from life to a fall. Even time yields to me. I join, I win. He will take it. I know it. We are all cursed, in one way or another. And who suffered? The betrayed, or the betrayer?
Guaranteed. Paris Saint-Germain.
I can still feel him. His warmth, heartbeat, just everything. Who dare stand against me? Greatness arouses envy, and envy begets betrayal. Mercy is for the obedient. Once again, stepping into the light. Whatever it takes. By taking them down with their hand, I make them fulfilled. There is no good and evil. Once again, stepping into the light. Greatness arouses envy, and envy begets betrayal. He will wake up. I know it. Irlan. I don't mind leading the Paxers from a rise to a fall. Mercy is for the obedient. Even time yields to me. feel him. Heartbeat. Everything. Whatever it takes. I join, I win. Who dare stand against me? In one way or another. By taking them down with their trick, I make them fulfill. And who suffers? The betrayed or the betrayer? He will wake up. I know. I don't mind leading the pack slave from a rise to a fall. How dare they?
Instant noodles.
Mercy
With the taste you
is
love.
for the
It's 4
obedient.
different flavors. Walked on. Better for you, instant noodles.
फॉर्च्यून राइस ब्रांड हेल्थ ऑयल जिसमें है गामा ओरिजिनॉल जो गुड कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ाए और बैड कोलेस्ट्रॉल भगाए। फॉर्च्यून राइस ब्रांड हेल्थ
One
ऑयल।
six.
2026 manifesting for my little Miss Sunshine, tickles and giggles. Also wanna be a biker chick this time. And year 2026, only love for myself and myself to manifest my best life. Nature
Enamel has one job, to protect your teeth for life. The enamel is the hard outer protective layer of your teeth, but daily foods and drinks contain acids that slowly wears away.
Even time yields
I recommend
to me.
Pronamel by Sensodyne daily. Pronamel is scientifically formulated to give you 2 times stronger enamel protection. Pronamel, it's good for your tooth enamel.
सेविंग्स की एक निंजा टेक्निक बताऊं? डिजिट का कार इंश्योरेंस लेते वक्त पे एज यू ड्राइव चूज करना,
Who
किलोमीटर्स
dare
कम,
stand
सेविंग्स ज्यादा।
against
डिजिट
me?
कार इंश्योरेंस विद पे एज यू ड्राइव, दैट्स इट, दैट्स डिजिट।
Should do well.
मैं इसको डायमेंशन देता हूं।
I join, I win.
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways and Lowe's. UEFA Champions League.
FC, one of 3 London clubs in the Champions League this season, and twice winners of the competition, and they are welcoming Paphos to their home. Only the second Cypriot club to play here in a European competition match. There's plenty of incentive for both. Chelsea is striving to reach automatic qualification in the round of 16, but they probably have to win here tonight and away to Napoli in their final challenge in the league phase for that to happen. As for Paphos, they're pushing hard to avoid elimination in this, the first match into UEFA League Club. They have done brilliantly to get this far, coming through 3 rounds of qualification to get into the competition proper. In fact, this is their 13th match of the season under the European banner.
I make them fulfill.
There is one odd similarity. Both have changed managers since match week 6, and indeed since the turn of the year. Liam Rossini taking over from Enzo Moretti, Conference League, and Paphos now under the guidance of Albert Celades, who by a remarkable coincidence comes here in the Champions League as a recently appointed manager for a second time in his career. In 2019 it was with Valencia, and his team won 1-0.
Which arouses envy, and envy begets betrayal. Once again, stepping into the light. Whatever it takes.
It has been very wet in London, not just today, but pretty much for the last 24 hours. The pitch untroubled by that. Wonderful drainage in the top level of the English game. With a bit of wind about as well. Conditions to take on as well as the opposition. Liam Rossini's first Champions League selection looks like this. 6 changes. Felipe Everton is in goal. A completely different back four in front of him. Who missed the last 3 games through injury. Reece James moved forward into a midfield role, and Enzo Fernandez freed up to play behind Liam Delap. Fernandez in the squad, he's been ill incidentally. Striker. Set of officials from Belgium. Eric Lambrechts. And the VAR though is in the hands of
Greatness arouses envy, and envy begets betrayal. There is no good in evil. Will wake up.
Chelsea posted a 2-0 win here on Saturday in their 3rd Premier League game under the Senior. But Paphos lost ground in their attempt to defend the Cypriot League Dragomir is regular leader. He's a club legend here with Chelsea. 2 spells as a player at Stamford Bridge. He's only on the bench. He may not even be fit enough to take part. He came off early in the Cypriot League game. Porter. Who know a thing or two about English football, like Ken Sema. So the defensive lineup, we think, spent 6.5 years with Watford. He only left.
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways, UEFA Champions League official partner.
I didn't cure
different competition. 5-1 at Chelsea in the FA Cup, 2-3 here against Arsenal in the League Cup, 2-0 v Brentford in the Premier League, and this amazing lightning striking twice in this place for Albert Celades. He'll be hoping that what worked for Valencia will work for Paphos, but he has to do without David Luiz. He must be desperately disappointed. He's been doing all the PR, the media stuff. He was mobbed by the fans when the teams arrived. And it's a watching brief. Whether we'll see him later, no, it's possible. But it's been an astonishing achievement by Paphos, and they regard this as a badge of honor to be playing in a game like this against the two-time winners of the Champions League in a famous stadium. I would imagine the first 15 minutes or so will be very important for them. Pepe going back to Kostas Pileas, who's the only Cypriot in the starting 11. They are from far and wide, attracted by the ambition of the football club, I should imagine by the climate as well. Paphos is a holiday resort, so some of you may well know that, the southwest of Cyprus. And also for the players, I understand there's a very, very benevolent tax rate as well, not just for the players but for all Cypriots. So a lot of reasons for this bunch, nomadic bunch really, to have come together. My goodness, they're doing well. It's Fofana, Badia Shield. James is quite comfortable in midfield. Caicedo is buddy along. Inside him, here's Pedro Neto. Fofana. Chelsea fans absolutely intrigued to see what changes, if any, there will be from Maresca to Messina. James. Badia Shield. Chelsea had to deal with this illness in the camp. Laid low Enzo Fernandez for a little while. Jamie Gittins is back now, available again in Delap. They have got lots of alternatives, that's one of the features. And if you recover quickly when you're younger, they've certainly got youth on their side. They are a team without real senior citizens in terms of age.
The clouds are ever shifting, but this heart remains steadfast.
They haven't featured any player 30 or over. Here's Garnacho, who wasn't here last season, of course, arrived from Manchester United. Nice little touch from Badia Shield and from Caicedo. Chelsea starting just not exactly go through the gears, but go
this time
reverse into first.
The choice
second.
is mine. Experience the euphony of suffering.
Impressed with taking time on the ball at the back. That goes for a lot of English football followers. Badia Shield, so he can use his right foot. It's Gasson.
We'll finish off what you've left undone.
So far against Villarreal.
I didn't cure the pain. I harnessed
a couple of goals here, even though they lost the game. It's the first leg of the League Cup semi-final against local rivals Arsenal. Won by more, they won by 3 goals to 2. Garnacho got both of those to Chelsea. He's settled in pretty well, and Chelsea are very good at set plays. Apparently Paphos trying to defend it a bit like a corner here.
Thorns remain.
Left foot or
the southern seas are my domain.
I'm strong. Real strong.
Ball, not particularly where he wanted it to go. It was very undercooked, really. Neto takes his eye off the ball, quite literally. Played in the Europa League in his time with Hull City. Football family, his father Leroy. He's a hard-working striker back in the 1980s. Clubs like Fulham and West Ham. Dragomir and Pepe. Gets it back to Sunic, who looks as though he's playing in the middle of the defence rather than Semos out on this touchline. Bruno trying to bring it down. James is there. They've done their homework, Papos. Certainly not a team to be underestimated. Work for them away from home.
Light. I will show them light. No disguise can fool my eyes. Except that one time.
And at the Greek Olympiakos. Juventus haven't scored an away goal yet.
Struggle is meaningless.
Achievement for them if they were to lose the game, but they've got their own ambitions. They want to stay in this competition. They've worked so hard through that qualifying group. It really is tough. We start in July. We are in January. There's some miles on the clock, that's for sure.
Magic.
James. Caicedo.
Meet your fate.
James again. Lambrechts.
They will atone for what they did.
One or two instructions to Vlad Dragomir in the tunnel just before you joined us. Jaja aiming to get the ball. So as well. Handshakes all round. And we go. Caicedo.
Heretics. How daring of them to utter that word.
Add your shield. I'll sit in, I'm sure Paphos in these early stages.
Forever shut
platform here. I hope that Chelsea feeling a little bit complacent. He's a very good player. Time for Spain.
Mystic magic. Funny how they label things they don't understand.
A surprising goal, unless you watched the game last Saturday that Paphos were involved in the Cypriot League, where Mikhail covered himself in glory.
How obnoxious.
Pedro Neto. Turnover, and they've got a bit of room here. Pedro Neto.
Tough enemies, I don't fear.
With the
dumb allies.
7 so far this season. Discovered by the teenage Dutch left-back Hato.
Combust.
Said I thought he might have been away. There.
Not even close.
By Ivan Sunic. He's an international, has played for 2 countries actually, had a camp for Croatia.
10 years.
And he was able to switch his allegiance with the blessing of the authorities to Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's a problem for Bruno.
One day, you'll stop searching for someone to blame.
Had some sticky starts actually in their away games. It's not incumbent fighters. You might think of the results. Bruno himself was sent off Olympiakos. And a player is missing Nacho Correa. Got marching orders in Kairat.
to be reborn again.
Chance for Liam Rossini to reinforce his messages. Playing their 34th game in all competitions this season. Should they win tonight, it would be 17 out of 34. And that's 50% win record. What is a team that's expected to win trophies because they won 2 last season.
No disguise can fool my eyes.
World champions, remember,
one time.
Their exploits in the United States. They won the Europa Conference League. It's Pedro Neto making good ground here, winding up on his left foot. It's his trademark move, really. Pedro starting 8, 6, Palmer 5. They've spread it around a lot. Estevao 5.
Tough enemies I don't fear.
Dumb allies are underpowered.
Combust. Come closer.
Fairly steady start by Paphos. Home to Bayern, but that can happen to anybody. All the way to Juventus in their last game before the break for this competition. Okay.
The continues. Combust.
James. Let's see. Enzo Fernandez has been playing alongside Alexander when James rested or been playing at right back. Very thoughtful footballer is James, and so is Enzo Fernandez. He's very impressive. You know, a very big price tag. He's settled into English football, and he would feel they're a bit wise at Chelsea when he's in the lineup. Here he is.
Light shows no mercy.
Striker.
Pathetic.
Sure, just play get a ball play back again just to feel you're involved in the game.
Light forever shines upon my
seeing
cloak.
plenty of it though.
How intriguing. It took me 10 years to combust.
Played from the back. Trying to do that. He hesitates, can lose the ball here.
Just a tiny break.
It's a bit of a questionable throw, and one or two of the players asking for a response from the referee.
Ravens.
Get one.
Obnoxious.
Fafana has had a tough time with injuries since he moved here from Leicester. He played in the Leicester team that beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Augusto. Patience, the virtue for Chelsea so far. Carter. I'm quite happy to see the ball played in front of their low block. It's gone infield now. Gusto takes it on. One catching that. So, attempt to counter-attack from Jaja.
To be reborn again.
Now James. Fana joining us. There is flexibility there we've seen already.
How daring of man.
The goalkeeper didn't want to go for it, and he was wise in his judgment then.
One day, you'll stop searching for someone to blame.
Just about read it right. Enough for aim no regret from the Argentine.
We're not done yet.
Here's Garnacho. Touched by Bruno. And he's driving on to set up James, who can shoot from distance. Very nearly proved the point in spectacular fashion. The crowd like this, there's more dynamism about it. Driving run into the box from Fernandez, then stepping out to James. Holding up the goal. Champions League. That's Chelsea boss. He's fucking his job. In fact, on both occasions when Chelsea have been Champions League winners, they've changed managers in mid-season. This has been seen as an omen for the arrival of Rossini. No one going in hungrily, really. It would have been a tap in at the far post. It was cleverly cut away from the goalkeeper by the outside of Garnacho's boot. And it's headed in by Enzo Fernandez. Or is it? Well, it's not going to stand. VAR will come to the rescue. Questions on the bench, questions on the field. He wasn't sure. Neto's ball is seen as a push, I think. Anyway, it could be offside. It's over the lap. A very good header. It's seen as a foul. Finger of suspicion pointed at referee Lambrecht's. No goal. Garnacho is filled in. Count that needed filling in. Here's Fofana. The average age of the Paphos team has been somewhat reduced by David Luiz not being in the starting 11. He is, in essence, against the more senior citizens. Here's again. James. Gusto. Played here before, of course, for Watford. Jaja, but he couldn't keep it in. Incidentally, I don't know what Fofana and Badiashile think of it, but they're in the market for another centre-back. Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes in France. As well on the way to that actually happening in this winter transfer window. Caicedo.
Sure.
On top of that one, as Bruno Felipe was right on top of Enzo Fernandez.
Kalu.
Make your own minds up, but the minds of the men that matter here. The referee and VAR say no goal. How can that be a foul? I think was the gist of
love outshines the golden crown.
It wasn't foul language, by the way.
A punch for a punch. It is in despair that I see the fondest hope.
Winding up for a cross, but it's a great depth by Sunic, retrieved by James. 20 minutes gone. 20 good minutes for Paphos. Though they had that scare when the ball was in their net.
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
Here's the 100th Chelsea match in the Champions League proper.
The southern seas are my domain.
For I am the invincible Lancelot.
The league stage, the equivalent of a group stage of years gone by. Enzo Fernandez coming in against fine goal in the FA Cup recently at Charlton. There he is. Shout for handball there.
Horology is my craft. Diggy is my name.
That's VAR calling to the screen.
Butterfly fairy.
Any danger?
Fairy.
Paphos. Have to chase back this now. Anderson Silva, number 33 there, beside Reece James. He's the nominal striker, but look at his position. Have some pace if they can counter-attack. Good take by Neto, excellent take. We find an end product with the cross by Sunic. By Hato. There were a couple of runners, Anderson and Jaja, trying to catch Chelsea with too many players upfield. Garnacho. Could have been foul.
With a folder.
Sometimes I really miss the apple pies in the castle.
That actually was in London for a while. He was a youth team player with Arsenal.
The blue buff needed the
river, the bushes, the rocks, all make me feel so alive.
Head to hand. Be a penalty, I think.
Maybe I'll find Lancelot at the next corner.
Halfway through the first half, Chelsea will Paphos.
You may laugh when I say this, but I want to decide my own destiny.
Pepe is long. He's pursued him. Anderson very nearly got that. He dealt with it very calmly.
टीवी गाना गाते हैं ना भाई
club at the moment. Sarr won AFCON with Senegal. Achievement for him is on Chelsea at their sister club Strasbourg.
Don't tell anybody
got the
that
call
you can't swim.
from head office, so to speak.
Don't tell anybody, no fancy.
Here's Pedro Neto. Pass Senna. Senna was struggling there. He's quite quick when he gets into his stride, but maybe not as quick off the mark as his immediate opponent here. Left in his wake. Was looking again for Enzo Fernandez. Maneuver. Jurgensen.
There you go, guys. मैं तो 100% देता हूँ.
Tell you a lot.
टीम गार्ड मार देते हैं.
Really
to
get the score here. Around 5.
I feel
crazy
Time for them to achieve that, of course. Front foot pretty much from the start. Concentrating on trying to lure Paphos out a little bit. Banks of defenders and midfielders across the pitch, still in front of the ball. Looking at the ball in front of them, I should say. Width is important. Pedro Neto's had some good moments so far. In again.
Have you ever seen the dawn of Swan Lake? It is
Jackson got the touch. And they've got that winning goal against Villarreal. David Luiz has scored in the Champions League for them this season as well. Ball situation. 2-2 draw with Monaco. A prestigious result for newcomers. They're only in existence since 2014. There were 2 previous clubs in the area. They merged. Fana get away from Bruno. And he did. He started. Doing his job, getting a touch of the ball. A vital area, the striker.
Yeah. Speed boost.
Knocking on the door, but very firmly. It's a real test. Chelsea have been excellent at set pieces, particularly corners in the Premier League this season and indeed in other competitions. Major danger to your side. Goalkeeper to get it away. And suddenly they're a few light compared to what they have been playing on the line. Chelsea can move the ball quickly. Fernandez dragon here is off the ball.
Help me. Okay.
To the castle. Now.
So, initiated it. Effectively blocked off. Pushed his man out of the way.
Have you ever seen the dawn of Swan Lake?
It is there any way we can play when I get a touch of the ball? Apart from defending corners. They are a very together bunch, but the new coach obviously is a little bit of a surprise. The previous incumbent decided to move on to another project.
But I want to decide my own destiny.
Replaced by Liam Senior. Does look like
maybe I'll
student,
find
I guess,
Lancelot to the next corner.
Boyish. cheer.
worth an adventure. Any adventure.
Take the bait, that boss. Dragomir.
इसका टाइम पे कौन लेता है
deep in their territory. Switch at the point of an attempted attack by Pepe. Now Orsic. Dragomir could have gone the other way, but on the move with previous against Chelsea. And here's Zazak, and he makes space for a shot. Well, it's deflected against the post. Ball with the block. I think have been an own goal. The shot didn't look as though it was on target. Back on the ground, ball on the ground. Wants some action from the officials.
This sword is a gift.
Handball is the cry. He would say it's a natural position, but take that out of it. Where the ball ended up. Screaming for the screen. No. 1-0 win here. It's the boss of Valencia. It might have been his very first win in that job. It's a remarkable coincidence from his personal point of view. He's back here as a newbie in charge of. I mentioned earlier they won that game. That's the last time Chelsea lost at home in a group league
Don't
phase.
tell anybody that I can't swim.
2019. He made all the right noises then, Mourinho, at the press conference yesterday about
Lord,
be
नहीं लेते बोलो
now also the ball away. I'm not sure. It's the booking. Having a shot. I think that, if it was a terrible shot. It looked far more like he was kicking the ball away.
I really must pick up a prize in the
Delaying the restart, even if the restart. Just dropping the ball. It's not a free kick. Drop the ball. There are so many changes in the regulations now. I can't blame the players. Focusing at times on how to really get the better of the laws, if you understand what I'm saying. Whatever the law has come up with, be professional players at a very high level. Intuitive skill. Other routes to exploit. Here we are. I'm not yet really on the agenda. Oh, it's a miscue by Dragomir. The corner. Chris James has been taking the Bruno Fernandes often shoots from or seems to do that.
Love outshines the god.
Obviously, I'll play again. एक second, guys. तो एंड हो जाता क्या लाइव स्ट्रीम? स्ट्रीम तो नहीं था मालूम में। ट्रांजिशन ओके समझ आया। मोबाइल कैप्चर कहाँ उसको हो गया।
The southern seas are my domain.
स्टूडियो ये क्या खेलो?
Does he? Bruno Felipe did very well. Seem to be know each other on that far side. Mutual respect. No Cucurella tonight.
1,000 winters have led to this moment.
From the bench.
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
Cole Palmer, one assumes, is rest.
Class is in session, so do
He
behave.
played in the Champions League in the first game when Chelsea lost to Bayern. He did score in that 3-1 defeat. He's only recently put some games together in the domestic competitions in England. And he's got to start proving himself to get into England's World Cup squad. Proving himself not with ability, but with a sustained run of games, a sustained spell of fitness.
Love outshines the golden crown.
Alpha is online.
Stealing it away from the defender. Nacho. That's a free kick against Lucasen again.
फूल है तो है।
You see it now, you don't.
Side में।
Well, there's a few candidates in this sort of area. Chelsea.
May the world come to life. Two greatest inventions.
Two leading candidates. If you want a left footer, Pedro Neto's put his hand up, hasn't he? So goalkeeper wanting 5 in the wall. It seems that way. There's no one doing the draft excluder. Mass is broken away.
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
So if it's right-footed, it's James. It's the wall though, well set. And the goalkeeper, Jay Horta. Dragon. Newcastle tight against the touchline, and there's no way forward. There's no one there. There's the run shortish, which would be the right thing to do. Had issue. As good a chance as anyone, really. Caicedo.
This sword is a gift.
Seemed to be arrowing towards giving Chelsea a lead. Prior to that bad issue header.
Sometimes I really miss the apple pies in the castle.
Fernandez. It's a bit risky with a lot of blue shirts around. Well, it would be a feat.
Comes with surprise.
To value Paphos. The lack of experience in the atmosphere in Premier League Stadium. Change that, but we can't quite do that. These inverted wingers would be crossing from the left, foot from the right. Doesn't help those trying to come on to those players themselves. They all bend away because it's not actually played within the feet of, say, the lap in the middle there. To reach it. Whereas the ball cut back with the natural foot from the natural side, curls away from the goalkeeper towards the player. Well, that's a different fashion. Murphy might be involved in the Champions League tonight with Newcastle. Shot by Fernandez. Working hard. And Caicedo! That was hit hard and true. It was definitely the goalkeeper who kept that one out. The determination to go in at half-time, a goal to the good. Hasn't happened yet. The far by Gusta. Goes
True
again.
love
Gets
is
inside
worth an
Sema.
adventure.
Garnacho.
Any adventure.
But he has to make contact. Testing minutes. Done so well, Paphos, to still be at 0-0. Time approaches. Maybe spotting creeping. Here was Jado. Almost the own goal from James. Here's Pedro Neto. Gets at it. He's got Paphos a long way towards where they are in the standings in football.
Maybe I'll find Lancelot at the next corner.
Celebrated being
See
they
us,
won their Cypriot Cup in 2024. They were champions of the league. Defending this season. Into the qualifying rounds of 6 games that they had to come to, full of drama in their own right.
Have you ever seen the dawn of Swan Lake?
That's a real crack by Caicedo. And Star Belgrade, but the other team that they put away. That was the final playoff one. They won 2-1 away. That was enough. With the big boys. And tonight, the big boys in blue.
Don't tell anybody that I can't swim.
Control performance. Romanian. Those that I just mentioned. One of the newbies. Tussle with Garnacho. Trying to get away from him. Garnacho trying to get back at him. Got the ball, referee said. Garnacho said. Agreed.
You may laugh when I say this, but I want to decide my own destiny. The bushes, the rocks, all make me feel so alive.
Well, they've been backing their team. The away fans get a bit more annoyed on certain issues at the moment. Volume of support. Situation. Shall we say one more corner to defend before going off, conceding in the first half at Stamford Bridge, but everyone carries menace In by James, same sort of area.
Sometimes
No kick.
I really miss the apple
Survived
pies
that
in
one
the
as
house.
well. Only 2 minutes. He added on.
To the next corner.
Got an anxious expression. Normal expression. Managing in the Champions League for the very first time. Looking for his team's very first goal.
This sword is a gift.
That particular umbrella. Badiashile. James.
The river, the bushes, the rocks, all make me feel so alive.
Shoot again. Done that, minute left. It will take a second or two.
The best comes with surprise.
It takes a second to score a goal, as a famous footballing quote. Today, manager who won this competition twice when it was the European Cup. Nottingham Forest. He did know how to score a goal before he became the manager. No, they're running out of time here. Delap's layoff is good. Hato! And the goalkeeper moves up to the task again. Bruno shuffle his way out of trouble. Corner, a bit too straight. He's had a goal disallowed. Caicedo's had a couple of good efforts that have been kept out. James has been trying to lead the pack.
This match is brought to you by Lowe's, UEFA Champions League official partner. This match is brought to you by Lowe's, UEFA Champions League official partner.
Don't tell anybody that I can't swim.
हीरो ही तो है हम सब अपने स्कूल कॉलेज में स्कॉलरशिप पाना, भविष्य के लिए पेंशन शुरू करवाना, खुद की वित्तीय पहचान बनाना और बिजनेस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के डिजिटली प्रोटीन देश के करोड़ों नागरिकों को कहानी का हीरो बनने में साथ दे रहा है। प्रोटीन
True love is worth an adventure. Any adventure.
थोड़ा एम
Don't tell anybody that I can't swim. become what you believe in. True love is worth an adventure. Any adventure.
Do it alone.
The rocks, all make me feel so alive.
Turrets, man.
Maybe I'll find Lancelot at the next corner. Have you ever seen the dawn of Swan Lake? It is beautiful. best comes with surprise.
वेट कर रहे वो लोग बस
Sometimes I really miss the apple pies in the castle. Don't tell anybody that I can't swim. You become what you believe in.
GG did my part
Love outshines the golden crown.
अच्छा मैच था
A streamer is a gamer, but with everything on the line. The pressure of both.
Mobile capture okay
Demons, step forward if you have a death wish. Shadow of obscurity! Sancho!
Love and hope are the two greatest inventions.
Come on, let's roll!
अरे इसकी माँ का shit
shines the golden crown.
Test. Alpha is online.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Let's go!
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
Everything engulfed in flames.
Shoot. Capture on. Sorry guys. If anyone is new, you can subscribe. I mean, I know there isn't right now, but yeah. I really love that. Subscribe.
Why can't my teacher just understand me? Feel the heat of the inferno. The world of flames is my domain.
Challenged by Bristow.
Maybe I should make myself a flaming skateboard.
The ball. Lining up. Left-sided player, power and going for goal.
Soon you will all know the full force of the arcade.
Crisis averted by the home side. Esteval. Garnacho. Consuming his tussle. Bruno Felipe. Strong left-sided play. And Dragomir. Orsic driving on. The Croatian international has played in England briefly for Southampton. He only made one Premier League appearance. Followed by Pilias.
You can't escape my burning blast.
Josh. Or Bavado even these 3 minutes of the second half from the Cypriot side. Sunic. Sema. So backs off. Sema, little trick, and he's still going. A bit of subtlety and a bit of strength as well, and it's a corner for Papos. Dealing with the set pieces at this end of the ground. Now they've got one of their own. Has come up. Yes, the goalkeeper. Neto keeping tabs on Anderson. It's a waste of it, really. Really overcooking it. The competition started back in 1955 as the European Cup, and Chelsea should have been in it. They were the champions of England. It's only the league champions that were eligible.
No, this is the arcade.
Early seasons, for quite a long time, in fact. The Football League, very insular in England at that time, persuaded Chelsea. Taking part, they thought to be a...
Maybe I should make myself a flaming skateboard.
Following year, chance for Manchester United to take it on, and they said, "You're not stopping us in the Football League," and of course the rest is history. It's in Chelsea.
Song of Fire. Lava Burst.
Pretty regularly in European football since 1958. Pulled up
We do.
Esteban. Nadia Shield.
You can't escape my burning blasts.
So Fernandez, who has the captain's armband with James off. And Nacho trying to cross. And it back by Hato. Produced that fine save right on half-time. Horta. Pepe. Dragomir has picked off by Hato. Chelsea got the transition, but ran into a bit of traffic. Through by Gusto. Here come Chelsea again. Attacking the old shit end of the ground.
The world of flames is my domain.
Back the corner.
Magic? No, this is the arcade.
Come in next season, and whether it's a corner.
Why can't my teacher just understand me?
Challenging one. Castleton was the main man. Jaja. He was going at full tilt. Control. Name that goes up in lights, the fans love it.
Feel the heat of the inferno.
Individualists, really. Caicedo. Gusto.
Why can't my teacher just understand me?
Oh, what a technique and what a save again. Esteban. On the dropping volley, that would have been sensational had it gone in the net. The goalkeeper's been up to everything so far. Brilliant effort, truly brilliant. Dropping ball, on the laces, corner. Bruno got to it. Nothing white. This is Pepe trying to get it out.
Maybe I should make myself a flaming skateboard.
Anderson. Dropped it though. Big tenacity from Pedro Neto. Here's Esteban again.
You can't escape my burning blasts.
Nacho. Caicedo did well, and then Jaja showing he can defend. Looking at this foot, they can all defend.
Soon you will all know the full force of the arcade.
He's getting forward in that corner. Back on the defensive again. Gusto.
Feel the heat of the inferno.
So for a moment he had a chance just to try and put it back into the middle, but didn't make any sort of contact.
The world of flames is my domain.
Here's Caicedo. possibility. Nacho staying on the left. Wide of Hato. There he is. Fernandez.
Feel the heat of the inferno.
Still falling. Goes right in the middle of the goal. Ooh, that could have been handballed by Dragomir. 1 or 2.
Maybe I should make myself a flaming skateboard.
And moving towards the ball. Referee was well placed, it seemed. No real fuss. The initial goal from the Chelsea players. That's Nadia Shield.
You can't escape my burning blasts.
Here's Orsic. Sanashur has to bow. There was a bit of contact. That's going to be a yellow card for Ken Sema, I think.
Soon you will all know the full force of the arcane.
Looking at the ball, Dragomir.
The world of flames is my domain.
Well worth the shout.
Magic? No, this is the arcane. Song of fire. Lava burn!
Dead ball danger. Pathos.
My flame has
Hard to make that mind up. When you've got players like Newcastle, who looks as though he might have been able to head that away, but puts the pressure back on. Where that ends up. It's a bit further out. Comes for Gusto. Staying with him. Now it's Gusto. Nacho did the job though. Very good tracking back. Not many wingers enjoy that. Enjoy it or not, it has to be done. Just about. For Fofana. Neto's cross. Nacho taking it, trying to beat him
The world of flames is my domain.
What a shot. What a save. That is Champions League. And a picture postcard there for both players.
Magic? No, this is the arcade.
Fofana. Nadia Shield. Hato.
Soon you will all know the full force of the arcane.
Farmer. All the while, Delap waits in the middle, hoping for a cross.
Why can't my teacher just understand me?
Maybe he would prefer. Manager.
Feel the heat of the first song of fire. Lava burn!
in the first half. Fofana.
You can't escape my burning blasts.
Without working for an opening. High count, if it leads to a goal. And it very nearly did. The shot from Pedro Neto. It was awkward for the goalkeeper, coming through a crowd of players. The Portugal international.
Magic? No, this is the arcade.
So there was an end product to all that build-up, but not the end product that they want. Still Chelsea striving for the breakthrough here. Garnacho.
Soon you will all know the full force of the arcade.
Nice touch from Enzo Fernandez. Working behind Garnacho.
The world of flames is my domain.
The whistle will go. It has gone. Inside the area. Probably not. Oh, okay, that was why the goalkeeper was scrambling. It came off Piliak.
Why can't my teacher just understand me?
Goalkeeper questioning as to why Bruno Felipe had to commit that foul. Good angle. Well placed for this. Heads. Fernandez fires it in and it backs all the way across to a corner. Off Bruno Felipe. Now gone. Defending right from Cyprus. Fernandez.
Song of fire.
Garnacho. Find a pathway to get away from his far. Hato is coming in the middle. Neto, Garnacho. Had a bit of thought behind it, that. Garnacho wasn't quite picked up. Dragomir. Lost into a tight corner here at Chelsea. Literally. And here is Esteban wriggling through, and I think it was Bruno, wasn't it, who stuck out a foot. They penned Paphos in. Lovely touch by Badiashile. There. It's classy. It nearly made the difference. What an assist it would have been for the centre-back. There's Bruno. Smells danger for sure. Corner for Chelsea again. And again off Anderson. To 1. He must score from one in the end. The goalkeeper punches one away.
Losing
referee has seen there. Fofana just wrapping his arm around the back of Elias.
M7 power.
Gusto. Sama kept it in. It's coming straight back.
Watch the Chelsea match now.
To Chelsea territory for a good while now. Digging in.
We'll see you again.
Resistance. Hato.
Goodbye, guys.
Garnacho.
Good night.
Following in. Here's Esteval, the box of tricks brought on at half-time to make the difference.